Okay, hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we had Wildfire by Hannah Grace. Let's just say this book, when I bought Icebreaker, the co-worker in the work said, try this book as well. It's by the same author, but you've got sprayed edges, right? I wish I did it for Icebreaker, if they were from the same author, that kind of style. But when I looked at this cover, I went, this is giving me very siblings versus dating kind of situation. You know that game where you decide whether they're siblings or dating. Very confused. But anyway, let's go. It only takes one spark. When Russ and Aurora cross paths at a university party, a drinking game ends with them spending the night together. But Aurora slips away before Russ learns her full name. The omonity is ends when they both turn up to their job first day at work as a camp counsellor, a job they had both chosen to escape Maple Hills for summer. So given their history, there's still obvious tension between the two, but the camp has a strict no staff fraternising rule. Ross doesn't want to risk heading home early, but Aurora has never been one for rules. If things start to heat up, they start to have this no risk to resist or risk starting something they can't to stop. Yeah. It's definitely something that was a bit of on the sideline because I always had questions. The first, Icebreaker was pretty okay, the meaning to it. This one, yeah, this book is well deserved and it perfectly captures the book's vibe and lore, but I must admit, while I was reading I enjoyed reading Icebreaker, this book surpasses my expectations, became an instant favourite. Even the cover is irresistibly cute, return to Maple Hills, feel like it's coming home. I eagerly anticipated catching glimpses of my beloved characters playing a guessing game to it as he leads into the next installment, So when this sets this book apart is the remarkable chemistry between Russ and Rory, who are truly meant for each other. Both characters carry the weight of their family issues, particularly those related to their fathers. So their contrast ways in which way they cope with their problems are kind of portrayed, with Rory deflectively and willingness to express her frustrations against Russ's tendency to bury his feelings behind his self-erected walls. Yet they find solace and support each other, are gradually unburdening themselves for their past and forging that this deep connection they have. I wanted nothing more than to wrap these enduring characters in a warm embrace. They are refreshing, authentic, displaying vulnerability beneath their touch exteriors, and demonstrating maturity in tackling their challenges while cautiously allowing the hearts to be open, but despite of them getting themselves hurt. So the story of Aurora, or Rory, as she is affectionately known, the Russ unfolds at her campus party, remnants of the first installment. So Rory attends the party at the instrument of her best friend Emelina, lured by the promise of a veggie pizza. There's always one thing. Little does she expect to encounter the inverted yet charismatic Russ Callahan, a man full of a few words and who captivated her. So after a night of revelry and including a playful game, in an intimate lap dance, Rory abruptly retreats, convinced that Russ' prolonged absence from the bathroom indicates disinterest. So unknown to her, Russ believes he's out of her league and resigns himself to her sudden departure. But however, fate has reunited them at the same summer camp, where they certainly find themselves working as counsellors seeking respite from their respective family troubles. So they discover their shared workplace and their already complicated connection to goes off the charts, right? Compounded by this camp's strict policy about fantasizing with each other, they can't, but you can't keep your hand. If you had one night standing, you recognise the person the next day they go to the camp. There's no way you want to keep your hands off each other, especially if it was good. So Russ becomes even more hesitant, fearing the consequence of jeopardising his job. Nonetheless, the magnetic attraction between him and Rory becomes irresponsible, fueling their desire to explore undeniable chemistry that binds them. So Rory carries the weight of her mother's inherited complaints and guilt trips following her parents' divorce, while her father chooses to ignore her existence. She also grapples with an estranged relationship with her older sister, who resides overseas. On the other hand, Russ faces a financial hardship stemming from his father's gamble addiction. Pressure mounts as the father continues to request money, and when Russ refuses, He faces a verbal abuse. He's frustrated by his mother's constant justification for his father's behaviour, and his brother insists that he prioritised the family time despite being being the one on tour with his band. So these two people definitely have family issues. One using them for money, even though they're the parents, they should not be asking their own kids for money. They should have the money themselves. Verbal abuse should not be needed for that. Jesus Christ. That is just wrong. And a brother who's never actually there, saying that you should be there more for the family, even though he's literally on tour. No, can't have that. And then you have her one who's literally they just have literally no one to talk to. And then these two basically realise they have so much in common. And then this relationship slowly, kind of, despite to what they're having, it could come to that point, right? So the relationship may have begun with a passionate night, but I relish the gradual development of their connection. The slow-burn progression, the strength of their friendship, and their shared... they allowed them to shed their emotional barriers and learn to trust one another. What truly captivated me was the absence of unnecessarity, kind of immaturity, drama. So instead of these two presented two individuals navigating their own to their own, but for each other, they draw strengths for them. They have their strengths. So to pretty much took this one, this is kind of my favourite series so far. Not going to lie, I really did enjoy it. I picked these books up. This one was amazing, and I cannot wait to see what this author does also bring out. So I'm going to be looking forward to that as well. So yeah, I'm actually really looking forward to what's coming out. So I am going to hunt for them. But that is everything I have for this book. I hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye for now.